I'm Glen Alexander II. I am 26 years old. I'm here at the First 6th Street Baptist Church. Currently, I am a conductor and orchestral conductor and classical pianist. I'm here this morning actually to play for the MAD ministry. I was able to share a few hymns and songs with them on this morning, and I'm very happy to be here. I'm a 2013 graduate of Legacy Christian Academy in Beaumont. After Legacy, I went to the Prairie View A&M University, where I graduated in 2017. There, I was a classical piano major. After there, I actually traveled and moved to New York, where I did my master's in music and orchestral conducting. I graduated there in 2020 from the Bard College Conservatory of Music. Currently, I'm at the Manhattan School of Music doing a professional studies certificate also in conducting. In New York, I conduct, I play, I teach, I do a lot of things. And to be back home here in Port Arthur, it's amazing. It's a wonderful feeling. I can't really describe it. Being a young boy here playing Amazing Grace on the grand piano with my feet dangling, to now being in New York City, having worked with John Baptiste. I currently have a position in Chicago with the Chicago Sinfonietta, which is the nation's most diverse orchestra. And I just won a position with the Greater Connecticut Youth Orchestra as a conducting fellow there. So you're gonna see me all over the place doing a whole bunch of things, and just very happy to be here.
More information where people can follow you.
Yes, so you can find me on Facebook at Glen Alexander II. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram at _Glen Alexander II. I'm on Twitter. If you go on Google, you can also find me there. If you just Google my name, Glen Alexander II, my website will pop up, any social media handles, and you can follow me.
What would you tell the kids today about music?
Music is so very important nowadays because I think it is the healing agent. It's something that can bring us all together. I feel as though the concert halls now, not even just the concert halls, but just music venues, period. I think that those are the places where, it doesn't matter your political affiliation, it doesn't matter your religious affiliation, you just come to hear good stuff. And so I'm just happy to be a servant to you guys and bringing you good stuff to hear.
Anything else you'd like to say?
Just be on the lookout. I'm very grateful to see what's going to happen next. So thank you all and blessings. What I'm going to begin with actually is a song that I first played when I was here many years ago, Amazing Grace. So I'm going to try to play it as best as I can. If you know it, sing along. If not, that's fine too, all right? from school. If any of you guys watch The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, I actually got a chance to do a commercial with John Baptiste, who's the band leader over at The Late Show for the NBA playoffs. And so how it came about, it was so weird. So I had finished with school. It was on Tuesday. I was like going to get something to eat. And one of my mentors had texted me, and he said, hey man, I have a gig for you. Before I knew what it was, I agreed to it. And so he said, well, it's with John Baptiste. No, first he said it's for the NBA. So I'm like, okay, cool. So then he said, it's with John Baptiste. And I look up to John, like I'm basically a baby John. So, a chance to meet him, I was like, absolutely. So this is 4:30 in the afternoon. The session starts at 6:30, right? So I only have 2 hours to learn the music. I don't know what the music looks like. I don't know what the music sounds like. So I'm on this, I call my mom and I'm like, hey, like I'm about to work with John Baptiste. And she's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. So I'm rushing, I live in New York, so I gotta ride the subway to get downtown. So I'm learning the music on the train, getting to the venue. And like my mind is like racing because it's with, it's on such a big scale. So I get to the place and I get there, it's like a wave of black people. Like I've never seen so many black people in an orchestra. So usually with classical music, people do not look like us. Okay? So the fact that I got a chance to stand in front of, it's about 70 people. Most of them are African American. And for a lot of them, this happened back in May. So this was their first gig job out of the pandemic. So the energy was crazy. During the break, I got a chance to meet John. We went back and forth. John is from New Orleans. So we kind of connected there. I was like, I'm from Port Arthur. He's, I'm from New Orleans. I was like, you don't know nothing about gumbo, So we get to talking, and I'm kind of starstruck. But then at the same time, he's starstruck at me because he's like, bro, you came in here with 2 hours notice to do a commercial for the NBA. So like that's just to show you like the types of things that come out of First Century Baptist Church. And so even though I'm not feeling too well, I'm really grateful that you all asked me to be here. So let's see what's next on the, what else? I have a lot of things on here actually. Do y'all know, thank you, Lord, thank you, Lord, thank you, Lord. So the reason why I thought that was very, something important to program, side note, whenever you're a conductor, it's important when you're programming your concerts, right? Because you want to do what's going to sell. But it's also important to program things because they make sense. I thought that this would make sense because you all are sitting here right now during COVID. A lot of people didn't make it here today. So I thought that it would be very fitting to play Thank You, Lord, because why not, right? So let's do that one next. Thank you, Lord.
when you like actually like think. So I work at a funeral home, and I seem so like being there makes me appreciate life because it shows you how short life can be. So while you're sitting there, think of that. Think of how he brought you through 2020, now you're in 2021, right? Nobody had to bring you here. Nobody had to help you get here this morning. So think about those things as we play this song again, okay? Really, really, really think to yourself, because it could have been you, but you didn't hear, right? That's how it is, yep. One more time, one more time. So I can tell that y'all are some faithful folks, right? What's up, brother? Yeah, so like when you really just like sit and think, like it really could have been me. Like it means something, right? So I hope that you guys enjoy that. And so since I did that, are you guys familiar with Greatness Thy Faithfulness? That segues right into it. See, programming is important, especially being a minstrel. So one thing that's actually hard about being a musician, or a legitimate musician in church, is that you have to be very, very sensitive to what's going on in the spirit. So, because of me, we're able to literally change the atmosphere. That's why Satan was so powerful, right? So like even historically, music, like it's deep. So that's why I say programming and making sure that things flow, so very important. So everything that I do, it's very strategic. It's very anal. So like it's never, oh well, he's doing this off the whim. Sometimes it seems like it's off the whim. That's just moving in the prophetic, right? So yeah, so Greatest Thy Faithfulness is actually a great segue into next. So I'm gonna hop on the organ now and I'm gonna do that, yeah?